See
I'm
if I can
excited.
do
I'm
it.
excited. Show me deadlock. Oh, I can live with what what
Wow, okay. I don't know
is
if
that
they're.
comp?
I don't think they know that the Phoenix buffs aren't out yet, but
I
that is a
mean,
wild pick.
it's God. Forgot the Phoenix buffs are out already.
I mean, that's true. I mean, the guy is omnipotent, so I mean.
Yeah, I mean, God is the Phoenix buff, if we're honest. But it's still interesting because you if was what's going to go through, which I don't believe, then you would have no movement duelist, and on bind that's a very very big issue because you only have these 4 choke points and you only have these 4 lanes. And without something like a Raze or a Neon Yoru, what on earth is
What
going
is
on?
going on?
Harbor, you have nothing to really break through. What is that comp?
I mean, it's the meta really now, isn't it? Like the 0 centi bind comp. That's how you
I
do
mean,
it.
yeah,
The
but not
Harbor is
with Harbor,
interesting.
Yoru, and Neon.
Yeah, the Harbor is a very interesting pick. I can't remember the last time I saw a Harbor on bind, to be honest. But
Man, I love Harbor. One of my old teams and I actually used to run Harbor on bind because it's actually a pretty solid pick, especially on attack because you can smoke an entire bomb site with Harbor and then basically save your brimstone smokes for later, which is super valuable.
that's very true. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the Neon makes sense for Defiant. They don't have any stuns. I mean, at all apart from the Neon. So having a stun there to maybe clear out something like Hooker or Lamps or Showers is going to be really valuable for them. KTX with absolutely no stuns really. I mean, apart from a Skydog if they get a bite.
Yep.
But
And
yeah, so that might be a bit tricky for them.
And the wingman, of course. For the
That's
Gecko.
true. That's very true. I always forget about Wingman's stun. He just
But
feels
I
like
do
more
enjoy
of a
I do
distraction.
enjoy this Harbor pick because if you're thinking about it, Harbor synthesizes really well. We have a tech pause, unfortunately.
Classic. Right there.
The Harbor what is the word I'm looking for? It works quite well together with Sky or Gecko and also with that Yoru because you can just throw your Cascade and then send your Yoru clone or your Skydog right behind it, and they can't get broken that easily. And you can also just Yoru blind right through the Cascade once it's stopped, which is super unexpected most of the time. And so it's just a very, very good tool for the retake, and it seems like the Defiant's coach has actually disconnected.
Oh, no.
That's actually crazy.
Can't be having that.
I mean, what do you need a coach for, though, if you're Defiant, like, Loki?
Exactly, I mean, just go collect heads, basically. That's
Just,
all that coach has got to say.
Just win, bro. They already bought two frenzies, by the way.
A bit of a cocky buy. Double frenzy. Could be a cook though. I mean,
I feel like
with
if you're buying two frenzies, you clearly have a game plan around them, and you know exactly what you're going to try and do with it. And so I love to see multiple frenzies on a pistol round for any team.
Yeah,
Because it tells me that there's a high chance that this team is actually going to win the pistol round because they have a proper plan for it.
And KTX seems to be going for this, like, I'm not sure if you're familiar. I think it was a Fnatic Viper wall. They sent it through the TP. Can't see this right now.
Oh yeah,
streaming, but yeah, so they've got this wall up so that they can pop through the TP.
And it does seem like both teams are ready.
Oh, we're actually starting?
Yeah, we're starting. But yeah, I feel like this Fnatic Viper wall is very much just everywhere at this point. Every team is using it, at least from what I've played against. Because it's just super strong. You can fight for both showers and you can use it to smoke off the B side.
Yeah, it's very strong.
And we are just going to get fast showers. Possibly just a pop here to start off the game.
Drawing this on the Clove. She seems to be the fast rotator.
Using the Brimsmokes, using Harbor as a lurk actually through short. Oh, what on earth? Side is technically taken, but it's not safe whatsoever. Fish about to peek into one. Maybe one more. No, gets taken out by Creature. Rotate now. God, still on site.
Insane shots there. Wow.
And he's just running away. You can just dip.
I don't know how they brought that back to a 2v2 after that.
Me neither. I lost.
mean, pretty awful entry by the duelists there, both getting killed straight away, and that pretty horrific whiff that I think was caught on the stream.
Yeah. And
Really
now
tricky
it's just,
situation there for
this is
KTX.
very hard to get back into if you're KTX, because you have this crossfire and you have to jump out.
And they have full info here, I believe, that they both TP'd.
And Fish has now disconnected. He is not in the water anymore. Sippy now in a 1v1. K is low.
He gets Gecko on a spike.
Oh, and he wins it!
What a round. Actually, what a round.
I don't know how they managed to get that retake done. But it seems like we are having another tech pause to talk about it. Somehow. They managed.
That round, blink and you miss it, really. I mean,
Yeah.
it all changed so quickly. It looked like a really good entry there from Defiant through showers. Seemed to catch them unaware. I mean, they hit the strong, well, not the strongest site, but they had the Clove on site already. It was a 5v3, but it seemed really good popping out through those brim smokes, catching two players unaware, but those whiffs really did them in and quickly went down to a 5v3 before almost instantaneously becoming a 2v2 again. I mean,
I don't even know where they finally found these kills from. I mean, the whiffs obviously were very, very unfortunate, just like me, for real. But the shots afterwards must have been very clean for the rest of the team. To get it down to 2v2, and unfortunately they couldn't convert it, which honestly I'm quite confused about. This was a very, very winnable round for Defiant. Now they're 1-0 down, and
I would love to say what happened that round, but I genuinely don't know. I don't think they know what happened that round, to be honest.
Neither team will know what happened that round.
Definitely going to be a confusing one for the IGLs to be speaking about. I think both teams had good protocols. I mean, you can see with the Clove that they had in CT, that's the fast rotator, and I think they used that well. And they got the opening picks, but then it all just sort of fell apart. But then they sort of capitalized on their opportunities and managed to get the round. I mean, it's a hard one, like I said, to call us on IGL because there were mistakes, but we still got the desired result. So
what I do feel like is they might have wanted to switch around the Harbor and the Brimstone in that scenario. Just because with that Harbor wall out of showers, you can also do the same as with the Brimstone smokes, but the Brimstone also had his molly still available. And so you want him to be more further away from all of the action so that he can keep it around for the post plant.
True, and also if they did switch out the brim smokes on triple and between truck and triple, the players wouldn't have been able to pop through any smokes. I mean, having that slow as you go through the harbor wall, but also not being able to just rat in a smoke with a classic and hit a right click. I mean, that's something you got to be thinking about. And I think, like you said, yeah, the harbor would have been more valuable there. But
yeah. But I mean, that's just one. I wouldn't even call that a mistake. That's just how they want to play. How they want to play the game, and possibly playing to the players' strengths. I feel like Fish probably is more of the sentinel player for the side of Defiant in this case. As I said, I'm not really familiar with them, and so it probably just feels more familiar for him to be on that lurk. And that's what's more important than just the agents in that scenario, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean that could be it. I mean, yeah, he did get a good timing here on the Gecko on lamps, but just unable to capitalize on that because of the Gecko flash. It was a good timed flash out of Keiku's, but I mean, just a lot of mistakes that round. But you know, it's pistol round. I'm sure there's nerves from both teams. I mean, especially if Defiant do have stand-ins, definitely going to be some nerves coming out there. And KTX, you know, being at the bottom, playing the top team, definitely some pressure on their shoulders here to, you know, try and get something out of it. Anything really, even some positive rounds, even if the final result isn't what they were aiming for. So
I feel like for KTX, everything every single round win is kind of defying the odds in this case. Because if they're the pure bottom dwellers, and so their main objective here probably isn't really to win, but it's to make sure that it's as uncomfortable as possible for Defiant. And so every single round that they win or make close is a W. And they don't really have any pressure whatsoever. Because all they can do is win. They can't really lose.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, you're totally right. And literally any rounds they get now, I mean, against the top team, they're going to be battling against teams that aren't the top, that aren't as good as Defiant. Even if they come away from this map with 6 rounds, they can probably think, yeah, well, we got 6 rounds against Defiant, we can probably get maybe a map win or 10 rounds against the weaker team. That'll give them a lot of confidence going in, and maybe they can farm some more points from lower down teams.
That is true, and also it gives them footage to work off because they see what Defiant is doing, and that's just valuable information on how the top team is playing and what you can learn from it to win for more games for yourself as well.
I mean, yeah, there's no better way to learn than being against that team. You're right. Like getting punished by a team helps you counterplay that team. So, especially if I don't know how KTX operate, but if they're VOD reviewing as well, maybe they can pick up on some of their mistakes, playing against a really top team, and then sort of bring those changes, bring counter plays into their normal play, and just improve as a team.
And it seems like Fish has finally dropped back into the water. He's back with us, and we can finally continue this game.
Nice, I like that.
Just there's an interesting harbor wall into shore, probably just trying to aggress into lamps, and Keikus is on the chopping block, not in the most preferred position, somehow gets out.
Okay, now Defiant with all this lamp space, but
they're just stuck. They
no
can't
site
really
space
go out
at
on
all.
any sites.
I'm not sure what their plan is here, just to hope that one of the KTX players pushes it in.
I think that's exactly what they're hoping for. It might just be what is happening. Okay, only gets tagged by one shot. It is Keitner coming out. They're pushing off of this.
Defiant have definitely showed
Never
their hand
mind.
here, announcing that they have shorties in lamps. If KTX are disciplined here, they should win this round. They can just starve out the time.
They know exactly what's going on. And they're playing this perfectly right now.
And they've got the Viper as well towards Hooker, just to make sure nobody lurks up onto the B site.
Harbor coming in, and they're just all rotating. Creature alone in Hooker. Oh no, the spike is stranded in A.
This does not look like the Defiant that we're used to, I must say. I mean,
one enemy remaining.
Some Hail Mary plays coming out from them. Both rounds, really. I mean, heavy hits every single time. No real game plan, to be honest. I think the only game plan they had that round was, all right, lads, send it into lamps. Let's see what happens. Like, they had no options once they got into lamps there.
I mean, yeah, but it is Eureka round, and on Eureka you have to take risks. And in this case, the risk was KTX is just not making the mistake of pushing into lamps. And so they lost, and this is the round where they can actually try to play it safe, or where they have to play it safe. It's the anti-Eco, and there's a judge in Hookah.
Yeah,
that should be getting cleared out.
Heavily.
Oh no. Oh, this is so dangerous. Creature is still there. One for Creature. Maybe more on the card. Somehow doesn't take any damage from the spam.
Okay,
and he has a Vandal.
Defiant just stabilizing a little bit outside of Fuka. Re-wrapping to long now. Still pretty set on this B hit, it seems like.
Creature actually doesn't decide to take the Vandal. He's gonna stick to the Judge for now. I'm not
sure
it's
a smart play. I mean, if he gets flooded, Judge
yeah,
can
but I mean,
work for him.
They know the Judge is there. They're not going to flood him. Aussie is stunned up. Him decides for the better, doesn't push any further, and Fish runs into the Bucky as well. How unfortunate. 2 versus 5 now.
The 2 remaining, yeah. Defiant players completely trapped on long. Him getting one,
No,
but God trading it. All down to
God,
God now.
1 versus 5. I mean, if there's one person who can do everything, it's literally God. But he's looking away at the moment. Creature with the whiff.
He needs a miracle, big time.
Second one
The
for God.
creature surely cleans his
And
head.
nowhere. Yeah. Creature finally decides to get rid of that judge. Finally gets a purple weapon in his hand and uses it to punish the rest of the Defiant here.
Yeah, really good round there by KTX. A lot of discipline. Not over rotating there off that initial B aggression. Showing really good discipline, and also that rewrap there from Crucial. Very smart play.
Sure, but I
Had a
mean,
very good read.
what a fumble as well for Defiant. Why would you go into hooker on your eco round? I mean, on the opponent's eco round. Or on their bonus. You need to expect the judge, although at least the Bucky. It's just too dangerous.
I mean, this goes back to what I was saying after round 2. Just seeming like not really having a plan, you know?
Oh, in
Once
Red
again
Shell,
with this lamps flood, but not really
they
consistent
found they
at all.
found one, and this time they have sheriffs. They can push out of this, and it seems like they will. No value found for Ice, and now K stranded towards Hookah. Needs to go huge here. Finds one now, supported by him. And there's absolutely no chance for Rachel and God to really do anything here. It's a 2 versus 3, but it might as well be a 1 versus 5 for either of them.
I mean, just with sheriffs in hands now, I mean, they need to hit some nice shots here. Red Shell with 3. Needs to get 2 more here. For the ace
He's
clutch.
potentially on the cards, but he's super low and he only has his sheriff still. He wasn't able to pick up any better guns. Hurt and Hooker. Once again, you know he hasn't repositioned yet.
And gets caught by KQs. Well, it was a dangerous round there for KTX. Very nearly fell completely apart. I mean, Ice getting isolated outside of Lance and punished.
Yeah, and KTX, they stay, once again, they're very disciplined. They know not to give them too much and just stick together. And that is how they actually convert that round.
They have shown good discipline, but it was interesting to me there to see Ice just taking a 1v4 effectively. He knows, he has the info that there's many in Lance, but just decides to take the fight. I mean, he's a confident guy, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I mean, he is pretty good, so I see why he's confident. Got in a weird position. Possibly not spotted by the boom bot. Absolutely not. They're completely unseen. And Snazzy gets caught on unawares.
Nice shot by Ozzy, and God following up. They have complete showers control now. Effectively complete A control. Just Ice. Isolated in Lambs.
And surely this is where they get on the board, right? Ice.
It must be.
They're unaware. They don't know. They don't know him, and Zip still manages to get him. 2 versus 5 now for both him and Creature. This is really not too winnable, but they have the money to go for this.
I mean, yeah, KTX just need to try and do some damage here. They've got money for their next round. They just need to try and take guns out of the hands of Defiant. Pretty sure getting 1, but getting taken down. Him getting Ozzy as well. That's a 3v1.
1 versus 3 taps. Not tapping.
Nah, he's just gonna opt to save. Should get away here with his life.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, he does.
Also picks up that nice skin on the way out. Honestly relatable, and Defiant finally gets on the board.
It's a long time coming, really. I mean, first 4 rounds they seemed messy, not the same Defiant we're used to, but that was better. Finally, you know, getting this lamps control and converting it into getting the spike down and converting around. So yeah, that was much better. And those initial fights as well on showers, very clean. Maybe a bit unlucky for the showers players. They were a bit off kilter, not really together. I think one of them was going back, but
Sure.
so good from Defiant to take those chances.
Just a quick argument. Do you think the skin swap was actually an upgrade there?
I didn't see what the skin was that he upgraded to be honest.
I think he went from Prime to Kuronami.
Oh, 100% an upgrade.
You think?
100%,
I like Prime
no,
more
no.
if I'm honest.
Prime's the OG, but nah, Kuronami's goated. Top 3 Vandals for me.
I hacking love Prime. Yeah, but Prime is also top 5 at least in my opinion.
I'd give it a top 5. It's not in the top 3 for me. Anyway, we're on this re-hit on A. They're once again going for this lamps control, but they do back out.
Oh, Snazzy with a showstopper. Where did that come from? Fish fighting back against it. Ice. Is he just gonna swing this? This would be crazy.
Ice cleaning it up, living up to the name.
And now I see why this was the one map that Defiant lost. They just don't look good on it, even though it is their map pick. Timeout finally coming through from Foxy.
I need it.
And while we're in the timeout, we can continue this conversation. What are your top 3 Vandal skins if we're already on that topic, though?
Oh, it's hard to say. I don't really have an order for the top 3, but Kuronami's in there. Kuronami's definitely in there. Man, I've got some maybe not controversial, but not often said in top 3 skins. I'd probably say Gaia's Vengeance Vandal. Definitely up there for me. It's clean.
Solid pick.
Can hit my shots with it. I don't know what it is, but it just works for me. And then I don't know. It's hard to say really. I think Reaver. It's clean. It's got a good kill sound. It's got a good finisher. I mean, it's the OG really. So yeah, I'd say my top 3: Gaia's, Reaver, and then Kuronami. They're all just clean.
Yeah. I find it interesting how both of our top 3s are completely different. Because my top 3 would be in in order. I feel like 3 for me is either Chaos or Araxis, and then top 2 in my opinion. Oh wait, let me think again. I forgot. Oh yeah, Monkey Vandal and Amondir.
Amondir is nice.
Amondir sound is just so incredible.
It is clean.
I don't have it, and I'm just sad about it. Fast showers take. Now coming through, God already down. God is dead, as Nietzsche said, and now traded back very quickly.
Exceptional value off that stinger. Well played by him. Really playing with his flashes there. Doing well.
Oh, but the flank from him is huge. He finds 2. Decides to just dip out. Wise decision. Seeker's not coming through. About to spot both of the others, but Ozzy is very deep. Nobody's giving him the fight, however. At least yet.
Locating both players off that or their general location, they know they're both towards showers here. And they've got this pinch coming on, really suffocating Defiant into showers.
Hit now. Coming through and cleaned up instantly.
Wow, I mean, well played by KTX. Manages to isolate those 1v1s. Really nice play.
And for KTX right now, it's really just about punishing the easy mistakes that Defiant are doing and then closing out the round with just a lot of discipline.
I mean, it was better from Defiant that round, but I mean, him finding so much value on that flank. I mean, that's the issue of having no sensor. You have no information on flanks, and that's sort of why you've got to run a default. A lot of the time, if you're running this no sentinel, you've got to be running a default really. But Defiant not wanting to run a default ever really. It seems like it's always a very one-sided affair for them.
They're gonna run into Creature God.
Wow, what a shot!
Whoa. God sends him to heaven, and now backing off. By the way, do you think that Red Shell is a Mario reference?
I think so. But if you're gonna be a shell, wouldn't you want to be a blue shell?
No, I like red. I actually like red shells more. I feel like blue shells they're so situational, and red shell you just yeet and so someone in front of you gets annoyed.
That's true, but if you got a banana, it's an easy counter, you know.
I mean, that is true, but it doesn't seem like KTX have a banana right now, because Rachel is just running loose with that overdrive. Never mind. KQ's peels himself. Gets taken out, however. Finally eaten up right there. 2 versus 4 now.
So I'm telling you, if he was a
1
blue
versus
shell,
4.
they win that round, but...
I mean, fair.
And God with the 3K.
But no, actually, wait. If he was a blue shell, he still wouldn't have taken out K, because K is not at the top.
That's true, actually. That's a good shout.
K is not first place. But K also is not right in front of Red Shell. The one right in front of Red Shell at the moment is Zip, and he can't really take out his own teammate. That would be kind of trolling.
But it's a pretty close battle. I mean, we're talking 9 kills, 9 kills, 7 kills. In Mario Kart, Blue Shell's got a radius. So, I mean, that could have taken out
but I mean, no, that just means that it could have taken out both him and Creature, but K is still like 100 meters behind.
Oh, maybe. Blue Shell diff anyway.
Nah. Enough with Mario Kart. Red Shell's coming through now for Defiant. Trying to maybe hit the side. They're not. They're just chilling.
I love how you said no more Mario Kart and then you said Red Shell's coming through.
I mean, the Seekers basically are Red Shells, no?
They effectively are, yeah.
Yeah, no, they've taken a U-turn driving back into a short, but everybody is expecting them. Bananas are set up.
Yeah, him has completely cleared B effectively. I mean, he's cleared down B long and B short as well. They know it has to be an A hit here, really. I'm surprised they still have 2 on B. After that information gained from the Skydog, but...
Oh, Aussie spotted. Oh, but the strike and Snazzy is just...
He's gone.
Yeah.
Wiped off the face by God. Aussie getting Kekus as well. All down here to ice on the veins, the only site player remaining.
Yeah, but they know he's here every single round, and this is dangerous. 2, what?
3 from ice. Insane. From ice in the veins.
Ice in the veins, just tearing through them like a bullet bill.
Really
Absolute destruction.
Wow.
Yeah. What a round. I did not expect that.
Some really clean shots here from Ice. Wow.
I thought Ice was dead to rights there, but nah.
As did I. When I saw that Neon running up, I thought he was done for.
He's just cold like that, apparently.
What a round from Ice.
Yeah.
Kinetix here looking solidly in control, up 7-2. Defiant with no answers, really, it seems like. I mean, maybe their defense half is better, maybe that's what they're waiting for, but on this attack half, it just hasn't really been good enough. Like, none of their plays seem coordinated enough. Last round with the Ice, I mean, giving him 1v1 after 1v1 there, really. I mean,
and it looks like Defiant God can't really save them. Let's hope he can at least support them winning the next round, maybe. Gives them a little bit
teleport, breaks it as
well. From above. Reckoning coming in. Very quick take. 3 players backside. Do they decide to push this? They really shouldn't. It's super dangerous. Thrash now coming in from KQ's. Probably spotted 2. Detained 1. Aussie now onto Snazzy. Spotted again. And the cleanup crew is here. No chance. Him on 1 HP. Will just get out and save, apparently. He will not get taken out. He will just leave.
He is not him. He is not him.
No, he is very much him.
Better round there from Defiant. Much better. I mean, that hard rock coming through, giving them so much information.
Yeah, but then again, it's mistakes made by KTX that really open up the round for Defiant, because they are the ones that are swinging past these smokes into this attack side. And every single round that they've done that so far, they've lost. They win the rounds where they're just sitting back and letting Defiant push into them, because that's what they are doing right now.
I mean, they seem disciplined at the start there, popping the Gecko off the plant, but Yeah, just not winning fights, and like you said, yeah, just taking 1v1s that they don't normally take and getting punished for it. Maybe getting a bit overconfident now.
Yeah. Now him spots one with his flash.
Euro
The
gets
player
a
is
lot of
spotted
information
by
there.
the Seekers and by the.
They're gonna make a beeline here for the A site, surely. But did they push up? No, they
Oh, the
TP.
TP! This is so good. Oh, but this might just get fought back into Red Shell, seeking the kill. And for some reason, KTX are rotating.
I'm very surprised
Do they have the read?
that they do that. Wow.
Do they? Is this like the? Oh, it looks like they have the perfect read.
They've left the B site completely open, apart from him on long.
They know exactly what is going on. Unless this is a fake. Oh, this is a fake.
I mean, the mind game's coming out from both teams. It does seem to be a fake now with the TP.
But will they expect him to still be playing long? They are smoking him off, but that just might play to him's advantage here. About to swing. How long do you wait? 1, 2 on the spray transfer. Can't find a third. God jumps out of heaven.
Wow, what a line. That's all down to Creeper. It's a 2v2. Creature on ice. Ice gets taken out by God.
God is deleting people right now. Oh, do they expect Creature? Oh, they don't think that Creature's here already. Oh, they heard him. They heard him. Okay.
Yeah, Creature was stepping there. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of thrown with those steps. They had no information on him at all. But
Yeah, but I believe Creature thought that he was known, or at least expected.
yeah, potentially, yeah. I mean, you can't get anything past God, apparently, this game. Guy sees all. A fair play to God. Really good round there from him. But
It
also,
honestly, it feels so weird to talk about God while casting Valorant.
I really want to whip out some Bible lines, but I don't want to insult people or
That
offend
is
people, so...
that is true. That is so true.
I mean, we can't not mention him there as well that round. Getting two. Unfortunately, getting taken down as well, but that was a round changer. Unfortunate that the later fights didn't go KTX's way, but...
Once again now, fast 8 take. The attack is building itself up with that harbor wall, with that hide side, and Red Shell is just pushing in alone. Punished by K. Aussie with a trade back. 4 versus 4 now. And the fight, they've looked so good on these retake holds. Flash now coming through. Snazzy, absolutely no chance. Oxy
Wow.
with 3 on for the ace, potentially. 4. Can you find the last one? Close it out. And he is.
What a round by Aussie.
Ace from Aussie to close out the half.
Wow, the fight really coming back into it there. It seemed like it would be a bit of a one-sided affair there at the start. After KTX stealing away the pistol and the second, but well played by Defiant there to come back in, find their footing after that timeout, and close up the game a little bit, make sure that they're not fighting for pistols to decide the game. So they've given themselves a bit of breathing space at least.
Yeah, absolutely. And before we check if there is still a chance for Defiant to really have a good fight back into this, we will head into a short break. We are back with the second race. I mean the second half of the first map here between KTX and Defiant. It's been
And
very head to head up to
you're
this
defender
point.
side roll down on A. Crucio surely getting punished there.
But I mean the snake bite
So much
slows
detail.
everything down, and if you're KTX, you should know that B is pretty damn clear.
I
But
mean,
they're
yeah,
still
that'd
going
be...
so slow, and we have a disconnect.
Oh.
Damn. So we will probably see a round rollback here. Which is unfortunate, but it happens. It happens. Nothing we can really do about it.
Wow, what a one-tap by Crucio. Incredible stuff.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
1 versus 4 now. 4 zips. In the most meaningless round of all time.
Yeah, this will be rolled back, unfortunately.
Oh, finds one.
Good for the confidence, though, I suppose.
I mean, if he wins this, it doesn't need to get rolled back, but he doesn't. Him takes him out. No, that feels weird to say. And yeah, the round will get rolled back here. Yep. Just only this round. If I know how to. Round roll back to 1 round ago. Activate rollback. Oh my god, time travel! This is incredible.
Insane. Alright. Running back. The pistol run again. Will we see some wacky stuff coming out from Defiant again, or will they,
I mean,
settle down a little bit?
I mean, surely, right?
I mean, yeah, really going for the for the crazy players, really trying to get themselves back into this game ASAP, but looks a bit
And
more sensible here from Defiant. But from KTX, it's complete switch up from that rollback round. Looks like a heavy showers hit. With the Viper as a fake, maybe, for the short aggression. See how this plays out.
I mean, I do hope for just a little bit of a brawl in showers, but it is very slow harbor wall, a little short, just a tiny bit there. Not doing its job as intended, unfortunately, and K finds zips.
Yeah, it's a good find.
Just a straight first pick, no way to trade it really, just
But Ozzy
kills
finding
the
the
ghost
lurk
away.
from Crucio. That's big for Ozzy. If he can walk down a bit more, he'll know that B's clear, but he doesn't opt to do so.
And Rachel with a frenzy. In towards Lambs, and Fish just pushes through. Snazzy with 2.
Oof.
Rachel trades 1. 2 versus 3. Can Rachel
Having a round. Maybe
Can
getting
Rachel
the
crash
timing
into
here.
the car of KTX? He might be able to. They don't expect Ozzy to be on this flank.
And the two frenzy boys putting in work. Never mind, Red Shell's got a ghost out. But they clean it up.
And after rollback, Defiant actually wins the round. Different outcome than before.
What a round there. From Ozzy and Red Shell. Both duelists really putting in work there.
Yeah, and I'm honestly
Ozzy
not too
managing to
sure
find the
how
lurk.
Ozzy wasn't really expected that.
Yeah, I mean, picking up the lurk there from Crucio, you'd expect KTX to think there could be one flank, but once again, this lack of a sentinel biting one of the teams, no information at all if anybody could be flank. So they've really got to work on, having someone behind, making sure nobody is coming up behind them.
True, and Fish with
Fish,
the judge. We've seen what the judge can do here.
don't do it, Fish. Fish, don't do it.
Oh, and the Cove is such a good tool to play a judge inside of the mosh pit,
please
pushes him
clear
out.
that one.
Now Smoke's coming up, Ozzy gets pushed away. But there's still so many.
Really good user here from KTX. Apart from that nade. That nade wasn't very good. But the bit before that, that was really good.
Yeah.
And now they're coming back here to Crucio, who's not been pushed yet, but doesn't really have much information. But Defient definitely have the read on it.
It seems like they
Rotating,
do, and Red Shell
Ozzy.
spots all of them. Dizzy, taken out. He's reloading. This could be so
no.
dangerous.
The timing, but the stun's good.
Him finds one. Ozzy with 3.
Really?
Creature trades it back. 2 versus 3 now. For this defensive side, and God and Fish close it out. 7-7 now. Score all tied up.
Yeah, good round there for Defient. Can they convert their bonus though? That's the question. I mean, they have the judge in hand still. That could do a lot of damage, but I mean, Ozzy here with the Yoru ult, with the shorty in hand as well. Clearly gonna go for some sort of play. Trying to upgrade himself to a better gun maybe.
And we did
then
see
Red
what the
Shell.
judge can do on that bonus round.
We
Last
did
time
indeed,
around
yeah.
from Creature. But before we really get into action, how ironic do we think it is that Fish is playing the only water agent in the game?
That is, maybe that's by choice. Who knows?
I think it's by design. I feel like he was destined to play Harbor once he
I mean,
joined
it's like-
Valorant and named himself Fish.
It's gotta be Harbor or Gecko, right? Harbor for the
I
water.
mean,
or Gecko
true,
for the fish
true.
ult.
I forgot about Gecko having an actual shark.
Yeah, it's a shark. Yeah,
And this
very
time
fitting agents for a fish man.
it's a slow round now.
It is. We're finally seeing this default coming out for KTX. I mean, I genuinely think this is the first time any team is defaulted on the attack side. So
Yeah.
this will be a bit different for us.
Defiant are not giving them anything. They're just chilling. They have no reason to really push out into this. 2 people in tube is an interesting strategy.
I mean, it's very interesting that Ozzy had enough money to buy a Vandal, but decided to stick with the shorty when he has his ult.
I mean, with the game plan that they're having right now, this is probably the correct call.
I mean, it's working. They've somehow read the default. Once again, Red Shell's spotting many people on short, and the flood comes in. They are absolutely rotating as quick as they can towards this A site.
The first time I've actually seen Red Shell run away from something and not right towards it. KTX finds a pick on God.
Wow,
Oh, and the
all the
cleanup
KTX
crew
now.
has arrived. Now
Fish
it's
has won.
a Fish with a shotgun. But surely there's guns for him to pick up here, right? No, Ice destroys him. No
Ice
real
made him
chance.
look like a bit of a clownfish there. Right, that was awful. I do apologize, chat.
I like that. I like that. I like that. Just finally getting into the spirit of throwing some puns. And while we're talking about fitting agents, by the way, I believe God and Red Shell both also have very fitting agents for their names. I mean, God just has the only agent that really does something with stuff that's dropping in from the sky. And I mean, we don't have to talk about Red Shell just running at people.
I mean, he is like a heat-seeking missile, this guy. I mean,
Yeah.
like you said last round, it's the one of the few times he's actually run away from fights. And this round, really putting himself in a compromised position, going for the rat position on Showers.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like KTX are really going to punish him for it.
You know, this default coming out again from KTX. Maybe they can get some more value out of it this round. It didn't really work last.
Yep, and Red Shell, he's still in a compromised position, and the enforcers, they're walking closer and closer. Smoked off once again, however. Brimstone's really getting Brimsmoke's really getting cycled. Only one left. Might not be able to use it. Looking away for the second.
And once again,
Gets
this
absolutely timing. Wally coming through, probably timed by Creature. Yeah.
And Red Shell gets the trade on him.
Spike planted.
Just
Down to a
trades
2 on
after
2.
trades after trades, down to a 2 versus 2. And it is Fish and it is Red Shell.
The
Oh,
two most fitting agent names, or character names for their
I
agents.
mean, yeah, and K finds one all down to Red Shell. How much can he be seeking in the molly? Taken out by Creature. No shot there for Red Shell to really do anything. Second round in a row now for KTX, trying to build up their lead again. Timeout called instantly by Foxy.
I mean, here we can see Red Shell just get taken down. Absolutely suffocated there, really. Really good wrap by Creature. Will we keep seeing this default from KTX? I mean, it seems to be working. I think we were talking about it around half time, how neither team have really defaulted. It's been all of these heavy hits straight off the bat, it seems like, for both teams on their attack. But recently, last 2 rounds, KTX going into this default. Do you think that will continue, or they'll go for something fast now?
I feel like they saw that this is the way that it has worked, and so they're going to continue going for it. But I feel like Foxy has made the realization that KTX are just winning off of their defaults, and so especially with the overdrive online for Red Shell, we probably will see some very fast aggression coming up from the defensive side in this case.
Yeah,
Just
I
to
mean,
try and punish that default.
KTX on the defense side had so much value because they were just playing off. If there was a lot of site aggression, they just play back. They play their life. They'd wait for the 5-man retake. But Defiant don't really want to do that. It seems they are taking fights as soon as people come into sight, and then leaving the rest of the team in a 3v5, a 2v5. So I think they need to play a bit passive when KTX do eventually decide to go for a site hit, because Defiant right now are just getting punished and being left in these awkward retakes.
But it seems like this time it's not going to be as slow as last round. Trailblazer already coming through, clearing all of long, spotting absolutely no one, and Snazzy is pushed up. He's 2 of old, 1 of old for him. Might be getting the Seekers online, and he is.
Defiant deciding to rotate the harbor over to A.
I don't see why. They had a lot of noise towards Belong, and the Seekers is only going to spot one person, even remotely close to B side, and it is Aussie. But they shouldn't be doing too much. I mean, he only has a stinger after all.
Spike planted.
I mean, can he take down Keikusa? Maybe. He does. This guy's good with the stinger.
Let's see what he does. Like, this is a very run and gunnable angle taken out, however.
Red Shell coming in, truly being in a Red Shell. Wow. But gets taken out by him as he cleans up the round. 10-7 now for KTX. I don't think anybody saw this coming.
I mean, I had a feeling that, especially on Bind, this could have happened. This wasn't completely off the cards for me. I feel like the next map isn't going to be this close to either side. I don't think it's going to be close, but I don't know who's going to blow it out.
I just don't think Defiant have looked their normal selves this game, to be honest. On their attack half, not really having any attempts to fake a site or, stretch the defense at all. Just sort of going with the flow and just hitting a site and seeing what happens, it seemed like. So, whereas KTX was sitting here getting so much value off these defaults. But now it seems like a change of pace, which Defiant have read almost with the 4 players towards A.
Showstopper online, however, he spots one, just blows up God, and Fish with 2. In a good position to find another, potentially taken out by K. 2 versus 3, now 1 versus 2. In fact, and Snazzy closes it out. 11 on the board for Kinetix.
I mean,
4 in a row now.
They seem to have no solutions to KTX right now. I mean, they had 4 players on site last round.
Yeah.
And yet, not being able to hold it. There must be. I'm not sure what's wrong with Defiant right now, but there seems to be an issue. I mean, it's hard to see from the outside, but
KTX have really been cooking, and Defiant has just been eating it all up. Really not no particular resistance in any of these recent rounds. 4 in a row now. Forced back onto a Nico for Defiant, and they're just going to go
Oh,
fast
shower
out of
start.
showers. Ice finds 1. Ice with 3, what?
Just taking 1v1s again, Defiant.
It wasn't even a 1v1. I feel like it was just Ice absolutely destroying them.
Well, we saw Red Shell there, all being taken in showers, and then Red Shell just swinging,
One enemy remaining.
Like,
giving
Rita
up the fight.
kills God and Zips. 1 versus 4. Really, really nothing you can do there.
Spectre in hand, he will upgrade to the Phantom, but can he do anything with this, or will he opt to save?
I feel like at this point you have to go for it. If you're Zips. Because you
I would
don't
agree,
want
yeah.
to give KTX an easy match point, and you can't let them run away with their economy either.
And this was their half-buy round anyway. I think he has money for next.
You
So
should
I think
have
he
at
can he can
least.
take a risk here.
He might just be playing for exit's time. Not really in his favor at this point. And the attack, what is that spread though? I
Big.
mean, just quickly look at where him is at. He was chilling in heaven.
Yeah, they must have had some stuff. He was still in the shower, gonna try and go to CT, but they had sort of a right read. He was in shower at one point, but not anytime near when him was there.
Map point now for KTX, really showing what they're actually capable of, and that they probably don't deserve to be all the way at the bottom in Ultimate League.
I mean, Defiant 4 ults.
Oh, Advanced League, yeah, that's my bad.
Defiant with 4 ults.
I feel like if God is playing, it should be Ultimate League.
I mean, it should be really, yeah. But Defiant here with 4 ults in hand, they have to get something out this round, surely. They have to throw everything they have at this round, try and get themselves back in.
And Red Shell once again in the one and done. What is that by Aussie? No. Defiant that no, KTX are trapped towards short. There's nowhere they can go except forward into Zips. What can Zips find? Here nothing. Creature takes him out, and they probably have to read that there's at least one towards showers. They have a feeling, and God is above them.
I mean, they completely suffocated here. We got 2 players coming in the flank.
Orb the strike also on the cup. Is he just swinging?
Spike down.
Aussie with a 3rd. Both of them now red into Lambs, and Aussie possibly on for another ace.
But Ice maybe has
Aussie,
something to say about this.
will you get it? Will you get it? TPs into short, and Aussie connecting it. Maybe able to do it. Doesn't spot Ice yet. No Ice. Can you close it out? He closes out the map. 13-7 somehow. KTX fight back into the round and ending up with that W. What a surprise. 13-7. I'm not really surprised KTX won it, but just in the way that they've done it, they look dominant the entire map.
I mean,